So let's dive straight into it. So I'm upgrading my Ender 3 stock extruder to the dual gear extruder. Well, there are several compelling reasons to make this upgrade. Dual gear extruder offers improved grip and control over the filament, and resulting in more reliable and consistent filament feeding. It also enhances the extrusion accuracy and reduces the filament slippage, while the single gear extruder worked me well for printing with PLA and ABS, but I encountered many issues of slippage and under extrusion when I was printing with my homemade recycled PET bottle filament like never before. That's when I realized I need to upgrade my extruder to the dual gear extruder, because dual gear extruder features a spur gear mechanism that allows the idle gear to spin, providing even better grip. Also, it comes with a better spring. So in order to show you also to print with the PET, or you can say recycled PET bottle filament, I need to heat my hot into 260 degrees Celsius and print bed to 70 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you can see I'm trying to print with the PET filament, and it is well-rounded, well-made filament with proper 1.75mm diameter. Of course, few ups and downs. So you can see it's not coming out, and here's the reason. You can see it's a normal single gear extruder and the PET filament is slipping and it's not moving a bit forward. And I think the problem lies in the hollowness of the PET filament. Because it's a hollow construct, when the extruder applies pressure, the PET filament collapses inward and loses the grip against the extruder gear. As a result, the PET filament slips and fails to advance properly, leading to print issues. So here where the dual gear extruder come into play and shows its magic. So I forget to tie this extruder gear on this stepper motor, and I have to again unscrew this and put this back on and then put it everything again. So a little bit more work. Okay, now let's conduct some testing to assess the performance of this upgraded, extraordinary dual gear extruder. For the testing purposes, I printed an infinity cube. The print turned out quite well overall, with the exception of some bed leveling issue that affected the first layer. However, the rest of the print was successful with no signs of under extrusion or other problems. Let's put this new extruder to test with the PET, or you can say recycled PET homemade filament, to evaluate the resulting print quality and whether it's gonna able to extrude the PET filament properly or not. As you can see, the extruder is effectively pushing the recycled PET filament, and let me just use this marker to put some dot or some line here so that if it's not visible in the camera, so you can clearly see the extruder is easily or properly able to push this PET filament into the hot end with that. And you can see with the upgraded dual gear extruder, the filament feeding occurs at the proper rate without any slippage. And I would highly recommend upgrading your extruder, even if you're primarily printing with a PLA, and if you're printing with some kind of advanced material or mainly flexible material, then it's a necessity. You can't ignore this, because the dual gear extruder ensures you better grip and eliminate all inconsistencies. So here's the result, but unfortunately I ran out of my recycled filament during the printing process. Nonetheless, I managed to print 40% of this pen holder, which serves as evidence that the dual gear extruder is capable of feeding because they're properly fitting without any slippage the recycled PET filament. So if you want to print with a recycled filament or make your own PET filament from water bottles or PET bottles, so I would recommend upgrade your 3D printer if it doesn't have the dual gate extruder, because you're going to face a lot of issues. So if you want to overcome those issues and save your time, don't want to hit your brain on the wall because of these so many issues, I would recommend upgrade this extruder to a dual gate extruder. So that's it. That concludes my video. So remember to subscribe for more 3D printing related videos. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you and goodbye.